Hello, brothers and sisters. To my live video feed, and which I talk about common sense. I try to keep it down in the nitty gritty under 10 minutes. If it goes over 10 minutes, I'm because I think I say, is important. And I'm for the liberals, libertarians, people who believe in God, people who like to smoke, people who like the Yo Arse, people like the MT, people who like weed, people who like the alcohol, people who like eating booties, dark booties, shitty sticks, shitty end sticks. People can't think outside the box. Listeners' discretion is advised, motherfuckers, because this is down a rabbit hole. Because I am your friendly neighborhood schizologist, and if you don't know what a schizologist is, you can ask me, because you're not going to be able to find the definition. Okay? Now, so if you have any comments, questions, insults, or even roast us, you bring your ass over here and start roasting my ass. Look at me, got so much to roast. And you got things to roast on you too, motherfuckers. But if you're sensitive, stick in the nut, muds, or whatever, and you don't know how to talk back, fire with fire, you need to get the hell out of here. Listeners' discretion is advised. I talk advised and advised and advised. I scared the shit out of people. People thought it was like a glitch in the fucking matrix, okay? Because I told you we living in the goddamn matrix, okay? All right, now here. Now, today's topic will be something interesting indeed. Okay, my boy Rad Dad, okay. I don't turn gay because of a lack of a leg. I'm the one who say shit like that. Don't turn gay because of a lack of a leg. I ain't gay at one bit. And I love animals, but I don't fuck the animals. All right, plenty of things to talk about. As you can see here, don't come on my thread, don't come on my feed. You ain't got at least one thing to talk about, at least, because I know most of you don't have personalities and you don't have some charm or anything like that. And not a lot of you think I'm a liar or some shit when I say I used to be an ex-gigolo. But who gives a fuck? You don't know nothing. You don't even know if Martin Luther King exists. You don't even know if Michael Jackson exists or Mahatma Gandhi or any fucking Egyptian god or any deity. Or Jesus. You don't know none of those things they exist. So you never met them in person. That's how delusional you are. We all are delusional creatures again. And I told you before, when you go down the rabbit hole, you understand my semantics. If you don't understand my semantics, fly your monkey asses off right now. Okay, but you know how to donate. Because if you start watching me and shit, and you start watching this bug in my face, and you start laughing at me, I'm gonna be like Carrie. You know what happened to Carrie? You seen that movie called Carrie, y'all guys? You know, people was making fun of her. They poured pig's blood on her. And one of her spirits is like protected her, and the spirit of fury, that's what it's called, protected her and closed all the doors and killed all of the people who was in that fucking auditorium. Please understand. What do you think I'm gonna say? What do you think I'm gonna say? Please understand. I'm not your average man. I'm not your Peter Pan. I'm cringy as hell, right? But then I will get them panties, man, because you don't know who the fuck I am. I'm your fucking God and your devil, okay? At the same time. You can't mess with me. I already told you this all the time. But anyway, I digress here. We're going to talk about a couple of things because my boy Rad Dad, trust me, I'm not going to forget the subject. Just run my mouth for 3 minutes or 4 because there's a lot of stupid people out there and they just can't pay attention. They won't get past the 1 minute mark. And that's great because that keeps my videos up. Cool. Now, okay, I don't really look for ambition here. I'm doing things for a noble cause, more nobler than you can ever dream of. I talk about shit that how we can find solutions in the world from a crazy man perspective, rather than what everybody goes. They follow the rabbit holes, okay, down the rosy rose. Okay, everybody follows the same path like sheep to slaughter. I don't do that, okay? I don't do that shit, man. But anyway, now we are going to talk about how to get your crazy check here. And I'm gonna tell you my story. Okay. And I'm gonna talk about magic folk. Okay. That's what I want to talk about today. Okay. I want to talk about that. I want to talk about that because oh yeah, my boy from Ethiopia. Okay, he's not. I understand because you can tell what type of country are truly dismissed. Okay, well, you can tell what type of countries that are truly intellectual and truly not intellectual. If the power constantly goes out, thank you. If the power usually goes out in the country, then you know the level of that intelligence in that country. Okay, so we just gonna keep it real simple like that. Okay, because if you got a KFC and the power goes out, that's not gonna happen. The white man will never allow their goddamn KFCs or McDonald's go into another country and they don't have a thorough supply of power. Okay, you know, you need power. Okay, you need power plants and shit. I just want people to understand that logic. It's not very hard. Okay, I've made myself very clear to a lot of foreigners that people. Why don't people just learn English? It's a very simple language to learn. Okay, it's much more simpler than your language, and they usually admit to me, yeah, it is. Honest motherfuckers would. Honest motherfuckers would tell me about that. Okay, but please understand that I'm not your average man. I'm not your Peter Pan. Now Rat Bag started getting me thinking about saying that shit like that. But other than that, okay, let me see. I might be eating in your face, okay? So I'm only gonna be on here for like a half an hour. I want to just tell you about my story of me having magic powers, okay? Because I know I won't be heard, and I try to talk about it later on, okay? But let me talk about that, okay? The most recent news I read is that they put a ban on Chinese eating dogs and cats. I believe it actually came from there, but it also could be a distraction. Okay, they're trying to deflect it from the fact that they're trying to do an experiment over there because they're overpopulated over there. Okay, they be fucking like fucking rabbits with those. What are you doing? From anything, if I were to be born with a short penis, I said I probably would kill myself. God damn it, man. Okay, I said I'd probably kill myself too, man. I'm like, Jesus Christ, I got a small penis. I know. But the thing is that since I know there's strap-ons and shit like that, I would improvise. I'd be like, I'll just masturbate with my hand and just get paid from women, okay, who are basically lonely and ugly and shit like that. And that's what I did in the past. But it makes money. At least I ain't fucking them, okay? At least they can try to suck my dick because my dick is too small if I had a small fucking dick. You know what I'm saying? But that's fucked up. That's a fucked up thing. But I always tell my wife to fix it right, but she makes it wrong. She still gets it wrong. I should just sear it. Don't you like sausage that's seared? The flavors tend to come out. I have to show you. She doesn't listen sometimes. She has you know how women are hard of hearing. Later on in your life, you get senile and shit. And didn't hear what you said. I said, sear that bitch. Make it darker than that. Jesus Christ. You hear about that story where that man stabbed his wife because she didn't make the steak right? That's what I feel like I want to do to my wife. Is this bitch down here to hear what the hell I just said? But anyway, let me get some more of this. But anyway, how you been, Larry? What's going on?
What's up? I'm fucking working on my bike here.
Oh.
You see it?
Yeah, you one of them engineers. I know. Have you played the Borderlands yet? There is a, and I'm glad you popped up, Layers Deep. Because I was just talking about some shit about what's going on in China. They put a ban on the cat and dog eating them motherfuckers, you know? And I think that's one reason why they had basically caught that canary virus. What do you think?
Wait. Say that over again. I'm sorry.
They got okay. He just got all cut off. Anybody who's watching me, you better comment or say something. Questionnaire. How you been, baby? How you been? What's going on? You just woke up too? You hear Daddy's loud mouth? Huh? You see that? But today's topic will be about multiple things. We go down the rabbit hole. We never have a dull moment. Okay. You got cut off. How you been?
I'm okay. Just trying to keep myself busy.
Okay. You know everybody needs funds. So I'm gonna put your Cash App in there, and Layers Deep is gonna need some funds because everybody have their own little personal. Go ahead.
Yeah, I only need like $1 for gas. That's it.
Yeah, everybody gave him $1. Oh, he will be a rich man. I tell you right now, everybody needs dollars. Everybody needs $2, even 50 cents. It doesn't matter. But
I don't care. Give me
something, you know what I'm saying? I'm broke too. Like I'm in the negative, okay? It's like, yo, okay, I'm trying to start my own show, trying to help people and shit, and help them to release their tensions and shit. Talk about multiple subjects. But did you hear that? On the news? The Chinese put a ban on eating cats and dogs, man. You heard that?
They put a man what on eating cats and dogs?
a ban. They've been eating cats and dogs all that time, man. All sorts of things they eat over there. You know that?
Yeah, I know that. Yeah. So they banned it finally.
Yeah, I'm like, yo, man. Man's best friend is what? A dog and a cat, right?
Yeah.
So I'm like, I saw videos of them boiling dogs, cutting dogs, skinning dogs alive, and they were recording it. They were recording it and sending it. I see the videos on American on these videos. I can't believe what I'm seeing here. Did you see?
I
Do you
can't.
ever see them?
I've seen shit like that. I can't watch that shit, man.
I
It just
know,
makes
right?
this.
And that's why they got cursed. And what I'm talking about today, my topic today will be about magic folk and how to get your crazy check. Okay.
Okay.
And I'm not. I just don't. I just want to make sure that I really make clear. Okay. You guys excuse me a little bit. Anybody in the comment section who's listening, you should comment. I know you're there. If you have any questions, that'll be fine. But let me talk about magic folk for a minute here. Anybody who's ever played the game, The Witcher 3, you'll notice that there's a list of creatures that's based on folklore. If you want to say it's folklore, you say it's folklore. But I'm pretty sure people heard of the witch hunts. That's the least you can go. When you know there's people out there who have different abilities, and sometimes they can activate their abilities on their own, and sometimes they cannot. May have passive abilities. I consider myself one of those with passive ability and a direct ability. And I told my wife this, and I tried to prove to her that I have some magic, and I proved it to her, but she still laughed in my face. I keep telling people I'm Jesus all the time. You should never laugh at someone when they speak about it, because then you get cursed and you don't know why you cursed. And then next thing you know, you're all getting hurt. So it's best to have
I forget who quoted it. It's not wise to judge something that you just don't understand, or something that you don't understand. I think it was Captain Picard on a Star Trek. Hey, what's up? Yeah, what's up? Nah, I'm on the live stream. Yeah, probably. I've been watching the new Picard. I just finished episode 10. So
You like that new Picard shit?
Dude, I love it. Yeah.
They took his character. I don't like the way they portray his character in that. I don't really like it.
You don't like the way they portrayed the character?
Yeah.
Well, like, he's an older man, so like I kind of understand. Like, he's like battling with his younger self. You know what I mean? And then like the last episode that I watched, like the real Picard came out. Like, you know what I mean? Like the original Picard. Like, I could see it. It was pretty gut wrenching. Like, so I highly recommend it. Like, at first it's like, oh, okay, Picard's this old guy now, and then like suddenly, like, he just comes right back out. Like, he's been stationed at his grape farm. You know, that farm.
Yeah, I remember. And like,
yeah, he's been there for like fucking 40 years. He hasn't done anything. You know what I mean? Like, since he was captain of the USS Enterprise. So like, he finally gets back in space, and like, because it's his dying wish, because he has that brain tumor, you know, and like, like it brings it out of him. It's like he was like so stagnant for so long that he almost forgot who he was. Like, he never forgot, but like, you know what I mean?
it's just the cast. Like, you know how you watch the cast. The cast is just completely garbage.
Well,
I can relate. I can relate to Picard. I can't relate
you don't
to
even know who's in it. Have you watched it yet?
Yeah, I watched one episode.
Dude, the original cast members are in it. I'm not gonna tell you, but they're all in it.
Okay.
Yeah, like, so It's not garbage. Believe me, it's good.
Okay. I probably didn't give it a chance yet. I'm gonna try to watch it a little further and see what happens. Good.
You have to go past like the 4th or 5th episode before people will start really showing up. You know what I mean? Like you'll have a couple old cast members show up, and then like suddenly the important people start showing up. You know what I mean?
Riker shows up on there too, huh? Riker?
Because they're all yep, Riker's there. What's her name? Dr.
Beverly Crusher?
No, not Crusher. Crusher isn't there, but the other one, the psychiatrist.
Guinan?
No. The one who could feel other people's...
Troy?
Yeah, Troy's there.
Okay.
Troy's
I know all of
them.
I know all of them.
There's someone else there too who plays 2 different characters. So I can't tell you that one. That's a big surprise.
Okay.
You know who it is. This is one of the most important characters to the fucking Yeah,
I know pretty much all of them. I can imagine. I know Lieutenant Worf should be in there.
I gotta tell you, Dr. Sung is Data.
Sung?
And then Data comes back a little bit. You know what I mean?
Oh. The guy who plays Data, he's pretty old now. He looks old.
Dude, yeah, but they made it so that he looked like young Data. Like, I was like, holy fuck. Like, how'd they pull this off?
I gotta watch it again because of you now. It just looks so cheesy though. The way it's generic, it just seems so generic. It's not authentic today. It's not really.
You gotta really give it a chance. At first, I was a little iffy on it too. I'm like, okay, and then like as shit started to really heat up, then I'm like, all right, I'm in. I'm sold. Like, you got to give it till like after the 4th episode.
And I was somebody was telling me how they was disrespecting the card. They should be showing respect, and it's like some woman power shit that was in there. They got woman power in that movie.
No,
they be disrespecting them sometimes, and I feel that that's really wrong, man. How you going to disrespect Jean-Luc Picard, man?
Of course, he's fucking washed up. Of course, they're gonna disrespect him a little bit until he shows his true colors. Okay. And then there's tons of fucking respect. Like once he shows that I'm fucking Captain Picard, motherfucker. Like I still got it. Like I'm 94 years old. I still got it, bitch. Still got it.
Yeah.
Like
I tell you, man. He's an excellent actor, man. I wish the Roddenberry was still alive. I wish he was still alive. I'm starting to forget people's names now. Living in this meat sack. I'm living in this meat sack, forgetting names and shit, man. I'm like, oh my fucking god.
It's fucking meat sack. I'm trying to paint
the meat sack.
Some of these
to forget.
What?
You know that bike you're working on kind of reminds me. Did you play Borderlands yet?
No, nope, not yet.
Yeah. There's a one-wheeled cycle thing that they actually built in 1820, I think it is. And it's one wheel. You're riding like a bicycle with one wheel. And it's really creative, man. I was like, yo, this shit is nice, man. I like this shit, man. We got a whole bunch of vehicles in Borderlands 3. And I just beat Borderlands 3 like a month ago. But pretty goddamn interesting, man. You working on your own bike. You got a machine, you got a motor in there, man. You gotta be careful. Make sure you balance it out, man.
No, it is, bro. I know a lot about motors, man. Like I built this entire thing.
You know a lot about computers too, man.
Yes, I do.
Mm-hmm.
I know a lot about construction. I know everything. I can do anything.
Yeah.
So when
you guys
need some work done, I got you on the low.
Don't get into no accidents, because I know I had to pick your ass up. Okay? Did you?
Yeah. I'm trying not to. I got a full face helmet.
Okay.
So.
Yeah. So I just want to remind people, and people are starting to watch now here, that today's topic is going to be about how to get your crazy check, magic folk, and Let me continue on from there. People shouldn't make fun of people who say they have magic powers, because what happens is that the Canary virus is because of me, probably so. So I'm gonna say probably so to keep myself safe, so I can sound crazy at the same time. But as I was in Ethiopia, my wife saw a lot of miraculous things that I have said and done. And the thing is that I told my wife, if you want to see some of my powers, let someone do something wrong. It seems like my shit only works when someone try to screw me over, right? Have anything happened like that to you?
What? When people try to screw me over?
And then something bad happens, it's like something like pop. Okay, it's like you like, yo, this shit actually happened to that person. Okay.
Yep.
Give me some stories. Give me some stories.
A lot of them are dead.
See? See? What did I say? I remember my stepdad picked up my book bag, right? And I told him, something told me to say to him, my book bag was stolen. I thought my book bag was stolen because I had a computer. I had my computer in there. I had my books in there. And I had all my fucking shit in there. And the only thing I was thinking about is whoever stole my book bag is a fucking dead. Now the thing is that I was like, yo, I was just thinking in my head because I'm just angry. Okay.
Right.
So next thing you know, I found my book bag underneath my stepdad, who probably thought about stealing the book bag from me. And then I know my history is when I say something, and it's usually even if it's in a joking manner, that person, something happens to that person. And he died. That motherfucker died. He did a lot of abuse to me. He abused me when I was younger. And I kind of felt bad about it, but at the same time, I did some same shit like this in Ethiopia. In Ethiopia, as soon as I arrived in Ethiopia, they confiscated my TVs, right? Because I tried to read the laws. You know, if you bring any property to Ethiopia, right? And this been throughout my whole entire life. People would do some mean shit like that, okay? And I didn't mean to. It's like I didn't really mean to, but deep down inside, I was saying, whoever took my fucking TVs, because they thought my TVs was for business purposes, right?
Right.
They thought my TVs was for business purposes. I'm there as a tourist. I told them I was a tourist, but they didn't understand me. Because you got shit. Yeah, they didn't understand English. Okay, and I said, basically, you know, I was trying to tell them, okay, I'm a tourist. Okay, I'm not staying forever here. Okay, but they still took my TVs.
Right.
So they took my TVs, and my wife told me it's the magistrate. I said, whoever's the head of the magistrate is going to die. Next thing you know, a few days later, after they take my TVs when I arrived in the airport in Ethiopia, the president of Malays died. President Malays died in Ethiopia. I said, who's that? I said, who's that? Oh, he's the president. He's the one who's the head of the magistrate who probably got your fucking TVs confiscated. I said, oh shit, for real? Oh shit. 2 days later, man, I was like, yo. And so that's why I tried to go ahead.
It's funny how shit works out like that, dude.
Yeah, and listen to this. Here's another thing. A whole bunch of shit happened. When I was in Ethiopia, the guy who was supposed to build my floor for my marriage, right, did not complete the floor, and I overpaid him too. His name was Tesfa. Right. He was in the house next door to our father's house. Did you know I had put on the calendar, if you don't fix this fucking floor by this date, I'm going to go crazy. I'm just going to go crazy. I don't give a fuck what happens to his ass. I wrote it on the calendar too. Guess what happened to his ass? Dead. No, he almost had death. I didn't talk about that. But the house fell down on him. Part of the house. Just only the house fell directly down on him with bricks and fucking concrete. Bricks and concrete just fell down on him. My wife was like, yo, why didn't the other house fall down? It's just that one particular area where the house fell down. He survived, but he had to move out. Okay, because I wanted him out. I wanted him out of the house. I told the father, I said, why don't you move him out? Since because he was living next door. Okay. Right. And the father was renting the room to him. And then I was like, yo, okay, why don't you move him out since you don't want to pay and fix the ground for our future marriage? Okay? And so that house fell directly down on top of him. And I was shocked, man. I was fucking shocked. And then another thing happened too. Around the corner, I said, I was just joking around when I said it. I said, I want a chicken place being built. I want a chicken place. You know they ain't gonna build no chicken place. I said, nah, it ain't gonna be built. And next thing you know, a chicken place was built around the corner. My wife witnessed this shit. My wife witnessed the chicken place. It was built around the corner, but the chicken was terrible though.
Dude.
I wanted some lights to be built around the corner too, because it was that alleyway was really dark. Guess what? They built blue lights all around the area. You hear me?
Yes.
Okay. And I was telling her, look at this. They building lights around the corner. You saw it was real dark down that street. Now we got light. Isn't that crazy? And I said, isn't that a blessing? Think about that shit, man. Oh my God, man. But please understand, I'm not your average man. I'm not your Peter Pan. You know, Rad Dabby got me saying that now. Because you be saying some crazy shit. He said, you be saying some crazy shit on the fucking air, man. I said, I know. Yeah, man. So how's everything going besides that, man? When you gonna be done with that bike?
I want to paint some stuff on it to make it look like, to make it pop, because I had one of my old bikes stolen, and I want it to be like noticeable. You know what I mean? So I'm painting like the shroud. I'm painting it gold so it sticks out.
Yeah, be careful. Make sure you put it in the house next time. You know what it is, you know.
No, I know. It's just it didn't. It happened in Washington, but I got that bike back, and this is all the parts from the bike. I just got a new bike yesterday. A lady donated it to me with another bike, and I gave that bike to my mom. So like, I told her that I need to figure out a way to send her like a thank you card or something, because like that was really nice. Like, I mean, look at this bike. This bike is fucking brand new. Like, I'm like, holy. I'm like, what the fuck? Like, so I told her that if she needs help with like computers, if she has car problems, like if she has anything, that like I'm her man. Just like call me, I'll do it for free. Like,
yeah, I'm gonna post your Cash App on this so people can actually help you. Because like I said before, I'm not ambitious on here. If you do show up on my video, I just like to put people's information out there so they can help one another. Because some people got cancers and sicknesses. I have schizophrenia. I got kids and shit like that. You got situations like you need some donations for cancer, right?
Yeah.
Okay, or sicknesses and some things that you need, because everybody's going through something in their life.
I'm having trouble with my mental health. Like, I can't do anything here, and I have no money.
Okay.
Like,
yeah. Now I want to make something clear though, because as I was talking about my magic stories and stuff, I think I'm the one who caused this canary virus and shit that happened in Ethiopia, because I just left Ethiopia. I had to get married. The voices told me, my Holy Spirit told me to get married to her, because you're not gonna never be able to come back here again. Next thing you know, I got married to her. As soon as I left Ethiopia, right? Ethiopia went into war. Also, people was making fun of me in goddamn Ethiopia. Like they felt they was more superior. Like that superior complex and shit. So while I'm in America talking to people like to play games with me and shit on my fucking live feeds and shit like that, and talk to me like I ain't shit and some shit. Now the canary virus is going on. Then my wife tries to file for false PFA, and she tried to file this false PFA to get my kids in school and shit, right? Next thing you know, I say, I wonder what's going to happen since she did these bad things to me, and I didn't deserve it. And now I was just waiting. I didn't even call a PFA on her. Guess what happened? Canary virus comes out. My kids are back home with me and shit. And then on top of that, Ethiopia has a quarantine. Did you know that quarantine now? They got the quarantine lockdown in Nigeria, Ethiopia. I didn't mean it to happen. I think Nigeria is waiting for something to happen, because there's a whole bunch of thieves over there. A lot of guys who are over there, women over there, they like to steal money and shit. I never gave them none, no. But other than that, I just want people to understand that never make fun of magical people when they say I have magic. I go to my therapist. I said, hey, I have 3 voices, and I tell them about them. And I say, if you make fun of them, they coming for you. Okay, so all my voices actually help me to get somewhere, and I can prove it to you. So people that want to make fun of me, and then it be too late for them, because I'm not. I used to say I'm not responsible. I'm not responsible. Okay, you know.
Right.
But let me tell you something here. There's one more thing too. I was put in a mental ward when I was in jail before, like in 2001. Okay, like 2001. And because the voices were fucking with me too much, and because I had a headache, they put me on lockdown as an outpatient. Okay, so when they put me on lockdown, that's why I say to people, if you want to get your crazy check, Here it is, okay? You get your crazy check by signing yourself in as an outpatient. The doctor has to prescribe you as you having a mental disorder, okay? Once you get this mental disorder, you go to court to get your Social Security. If you worked into it, you'll get SSDI, which is your retirement money. If you worked, SSDI is your retirement money. So don't think it's like feeding off the government or anything. They take out Social Security. If you work, you file your taxes, that is your retirement money. Okay. Now the other one is SSI. SSI is usually when you're born with this a mental disability or something, and your parents sign up for you with this disability. You know what I'm saying? And you only get like $700. It don't go no higher than $700 unless the mother's working too. The mother's working, you get an SSI, you can actually get $1,000. Okay. Now, for SSDI, if you worked into it, you could get more than which they had me on SSI first because after you sign yourself in and you file for Social Security Disability Act, insurance, you basically have to wait for 6 months. The 6 months duration is the hard time because you can't work during those days. You cannot work during the 6 months. Got it? So then they grant you a reward money. They grant you a reward money up to $10,000. Okay? $10,000 after 6 months. And that's what happened to me. Okay? Now, in 2001, when I got put in the outpatient, as an outpatient, I was trying my best to work and stuff. Okay? After they let me out, I was trying my best to work, but I couldn't because I got in trouble with the law. So they made me homeless. So when I got in trouble with the law, and the law they granted me two things. They granted me my SSI first, and they granted me unemployment because they wrongfully did it. They wrongfully did everything. Everything was wrong. I was homeless for like 2 years, man. Like 2 years. And they eventually granted to me after 6 months. You hear this?
Yes, they granted it to you finally. That's usually how it goes. It's 6 months.
Yeah, and they grant you. They make sure you have a routing number or a checking account. You can actually sign up for it through a routing or checking account. You need your routing number. You need your checking account number. Go to your bank. So I just explained to everybody how to get your crazy check. You should sign yourself in as a fucking outpatient, but you can't do it now because of the outbreak. We got the coronavirus on the run. So basically, you have to get as an outpatient. If you go in as an inpatient, you can never get out. Okay, you can never get out. So they never. Go ahead.
You never what? Wait,
don't
if you go in.
Go ahead.
What was that?
Never sign yourself in as an inpatient. You are not an inpatient. You're an outpatient. You sign yourself in as an outpatient.
Okay.
And then basically they keep you in there. I was in Western Psych for like 2 weeks, and they gave me medication to help me with my voices, which was getting pretty loud. I learned that it gets worse over the years. Schizophrenia gets pretty worse. And so I also have mood swings. So I'm actually a schizoaffective. So I was reading up on it. And at that time I was on 2 medications. I was on Trilofan and Seroquel. Okay.
Right.
So next thing you know, they let me out, and they didn't let me back on the campus of Job Corps. And they was like, "Nah, you too dangerous." Nah, man, nah. I said, "Holy shit." That was fucked up. Because I said, I know I could do it. I wanted to go back to Job Corps to get something for myself, but they said you can't have no mentally ill people on the campus. They do not deal with the yeah. I was like, holy shit, man. And then I lost my job. Okay. The next thing I was in the streets, and I didn't have nowhere to go. I lived in my car though. Lucky for me, I had a car.
Fucking right.
Yep. But other than that,
nobody just fucking.
After you get this money, then you get your car and you get yourself together, and you don't never have to work again, because as long as you worked into it, you're okay. But if you didn't work into it, you ain't gonna get that much.
Well, I'm using the stimulus money to buy a car. That's what I need.
Yeah. Do you know a lot? Do you know a lot about the stimulus money? How does that work?
As long as you make under $99,000 a year, you'll get it. You just have to have your 2019 taxes filed. So even I had no employment all the way up through 2019, but I still filed my taxes. It's just that since there's no money associated with it, I have to send mine in there's no e-filing. Like I don't qualify for e-filing, so I have to send it in.
Yeah, I e-filed
So
mine. I do all my own taxes. I do everything on my own. Okay.
That's what I do. That's the only way to do it. I gotta see how long it's gonna take. Yeah.
When are they going to distribute these checks? In April? Later on?
Probably after April.
Yeah, they say that you have to be linked to the government in some way because I'm linked to the government, so I automatically get mine. My wife get some because I got 2 kids. But I know I'm okay now. Oh, it's some technical problem. But he'll probably be back. But I'll post this information up there. So please understand that you all have to be linked up into the system with the government, however, because I don't know how it works if you have an employment or whatever. You have to be linked up in order to get these automatic checks. Okay. So I just want you to understand, I'm like a wounded warrior type of guy. So if you wound me and you keep trying to mess with me, I don't mind being wounded to a degree. It's like when people make fun of me, they think I'm fucking joking around and then something bad happens to them. It's like a fucking blessing, but it's at the curse because sometimes you don't mean it to happen. And it's kind of like that Carrie story in which Carrie is in the fucking audience or some shit like that. Next thing you know, everybody dies. Okay, so there's many creatures and species upon the planet. Okay, I hear you. And people on the planet, there's many species and creatures on the planet that are unknown, and people don't know their origins. Like little tiny small people that's folding their arms together and shit, and they may have just some special abilities. So people got to be careful who they make fun of, because you may actually indirectly cause yourself to get cursed. Like if you played that game called The Witcher 3, you'll notice that in all these creatures, like the Godling, I think I'm related to the Godling. The Godling creature, he lives in the woods or some shit with all of the bad creatures and shit. And if anything happens to him, the whole entire forest is fucked up because he's the source of the energy. He's the source of the power and shit, which is strange though. So I try to tell people, go ahead and make fun of me. Okay, you know, when people look at me, and there's like a lot of people, there's a lot of stupid people in the world. That's why I say I don't want people listening to my videos, because a lot of people just don't know what kind of magic they're dealing with. And then you got all these witches and shit out there who don't understand. Okay, hold on. Yep, you're back again. What's going on?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
All right, sorry about that.
It's okay.
Having some Wi-Fi problems out here in the back of my apartment building.
Yeah, I can't wait till they get this 5G and up and running. I think because they was eating all them dogs and cats over there, that's probably one source of why they were getting the canary birds. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, yeah. I think I don't know anymore. Like I personally believe that the coronavirus was like manufactured.
Okay.
That's just my personal.
I believe so too, to some degree. I wasn't there, but I'm just saying we just doing speculative. Okay, we just being speculative. Right. I don't know. I see all these motherfucking cats and dogs get eaten. I say I don't want to see it, and I think something should happen now. And since I said that, it started in Japan. As soon as I said that shit, started in Japan. As a matter of fact, it really started like last year. It started like last year, because I didn't really like seeing them videos of dogs being boiled alive, cut up, and I really fuck that. Holy shit! I didn't want to see that shit. Marios is question. He likes me. Marios want to see that. Marios' comment and said, I need to learn how to shave. Okay, I said, man, you know how man I am. Do I need to know? I don't understand. These little girl boys, these girl boys are everywhere, man. I can't believe how society has devolved into effeminate males. I can't stand them, man. They're everywhere, man. They're fucking everywhere. I don't know what to do about it, because I know there's mothers out there who like to sleep with dogs and shit and cats. Okay, but it's okay. Right. It's okay. You want to do that shit, then we get another canary virus, and then bastard babies are born all the time. People like eating shitty asses and fucking shitty asses and shit. I don't do shitty asses. Good. I don't want to look at a shitty ass. I remember I was fucking with this girl, right? I always inspect every female I encounter with the full lights on. And I seen this one female. She had worms up her ass.
That's fucked up.
I was like, she's sick. I don't really like fucking with. I don't like fucking with women who basically don't take care of their body downstairs. You can't take care of your body downstairs. Oh my god, man! How many women I get them in my house? I get them out of my house real quick because they're filthy and shit. Because I can't use that bill. I can't use the strap on for them because I don't fuck them. I don't fuck use vaginas. Yeah. Right. Yep. He called me a gray dog. Mattios Raphael Negas called me a gray dog. Like, he called me a gray dog. Look at this. There we go. I can tap on what if somebody wants to see some. Oh, okay. I learn something new all of the time. And so you need to learn how to shave today. It's oh shit, you silly mother. And now people can see what he's writing. His name is Mattios Raphael Negas. He's not none of those names. Enfatios. Oh my god. Let me see what else. Here we go. Tap on it. But you know what? Yeah, as I was saying before, everybody can sign themselves in as an outpatient. I'm gonna repeat that. And then you have to get the evaluation from the doctor. Then you file your Social Security, because if you ain't filed no Social Security, you ain't gonna get no money. So it's like a waste of time. If you got a slave, I slaved for over 15 years of my life, being a personal care aide, a slave worker for Labor Ready. Right. I used to be a couple different things. I used to be a security guard, because that was my perfect job, because the voices wasn't fucking with me. My emotions wasn't fucking with me during those days. And those are the main jobs I worked. I worked at some stores, but I couldn't stay there too long because I had this medical imbalances with the disturbance of peace. So I had to quit sometimes. But other than that, I very much appreciate the fact that they understood my situation and shit. And at first I had rejected it, and then I had no choice. I was in the homeless, I was pushing the streets. And then I had no choice but to receive it. So people keep thinking, oh, you're feeding off of government money. No, motherfucker! No, motherfucker! It's not government. No, motherfucker. People are ignorant. That's your retirement money. They take out Social Security out of your check, every check. You know that? Shit.
Yep.
Oh my goodness, man. So what else is there to talk about? Okay, let me see. I talked about as how to be an outpatient. And then next thing I talked about my story. And I talked about magic folk. You gotta be careful with magic folk. Sometimes some people don't understand. Then they have what's it called? Family curse. A generational curse. And I keep telling people that, you know why people have generational curses? Oh, look, Mattios said, he says, okay, you made children because you want our government money. What the hell are you talking about? Didn't I just say it's not government money? Didn't I tell you I worked? All right, okay, see, now I'm high what he said, okay? I keep telling people it's not fucking government money. It's money that they already took out of your account. But anyway, yeah. So what else? Okay, so we talked about outpatient. We talked about therapy. We talked about my story. We talked about past the magic folks. Have you ever seen that TV show, that movie called Fantastic Beasts? Fantastic Beasts. You ever seen that movie?
No, I might have, but I might have been really drunk. I can't remember.
In short, this is the protagonist is a guy who don't want to sit back behind a typewriter. He wanted to find rare beasts that were basically trying to be killed off by the human race. You know, the Mongol very destructive again. So what happens is that the world of magic world, the Hogwarts, it's connected. It's actually what's his name? Dumbledore. It tells the story of Dumbledore before Harry Potter ever entered the Hogwarts. Get this shit. It's pretty fucking good, man.
Huh.
It's all about a wizard. This dark wizard. His name was Grindelwald. And Grindelwald, he was just like Voldemort, and he wanted to actually keep the Mongols and the True Bloods separate. He wanted to basically destroy the Mongols, non-magic folk. He wanted to destroy them, but keep a few of them as pets. You know what I'm saying? Right. So I'm like, that has happened before Voldemort. You know, I think Voldemort was basically a pupil of his at one time. Yep, probably so. Yep. Because JP Rowling, she has a very fascinating mind to create this. I think she should have did that first. You know, like the Lord of the Rings trilogy and shit. They come out with the Hobbits, and the Hobbits come out first before the Rings. It's pretty goddamn good, man. So, what do you think about it? Did you got a chance to see the Lord of the Rings, or you know, Beast and Beast?
I've seen all the Lord of the Rings multiple times.
Mm-hmm. Did you see the Hobbit?
I believe so. It was like I was in a stay somewhere, and I had no other option but to watch it, so I just watched all of them multiple times.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Matteo said, how can you be homeless but at the same time claim you watch movies? That means you must have a television. You're an idiot. Matteo, you're an idiot.
I never claimed that I was homeless.
I was homeless. I could go over people's houses. I could go to the shelters. The shelters have TVs, don't they? Then you have cell phones. During those days, I had a cell phone. All right?
Yeah.
I had a cell phone. Matteos is kind of back in the Stonehenge or some shit. I don't know what the hell is his problem. He's dated back in the Stonehenge. He thinks that people can't survive in their cars, have phones in their cars, and he believes that you can't go into a restaurant and watch TV or go over someone's house. He's just in the box. You know what, Matteos? He's one of those gay bros. He likes to get it up to the ass. He gets paid he got a sugar daddy. He got a white sugar daddy. Yeah. Be quiet. Don't talk to me while I'm on the video. You get disrespected. You know how it works. Yeah, I'm coming. Make sure you get your ass ready, okay? All right. Okay. Fuck. Yeah, I got to get out here in 2 minutes, guys. You got to take her to work because she does good things. When my wife do good things, I take her to work. Okay.
Good things you actually take her to work. That's fucking hilarious.
Yeah, I take her to work because she does good things for me. If she don't do no good things, I don't do no good things for her. She tried to screw me over, but it didn't work. Right. I told you, if you play chess, right, you always think 3 steps ahead. Okay, if you think 3 steps ahead, you'll be fine. But a lot of guys can't do what I do. They can't be a gigolo. They can't control their woman. They can't do none of that. Okay. They allow their woman to pitter patter to the courts and make up little stories and little lies without she didn't get no consequences. Women lie all the time. Yeah. They get seasonal and shit. You know how it is.
Oh, I do.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. But
I don't even know if I have a girlfriend.
Uh-huh.
I don't even know if I have a girlfriend anymore or not.
Well, you should just forget about her. Try to get on her nice side to get some nookies and get the hell out of there. Because I think it's the wise men go overseas. You go overseas and you can find plenty of nookie, man. Pressure fish.
I just wish I'd like to get with an Eastern woman.
Just make sure if you do get with an Eastern woman, just keep them over there, man. Keep them over there. Don't do what I do. It's kind of dangerous because she could put you in jail, run her mouth. She getting tired and shit like that.
Right.
Yeah, Matty, look at what you said. Look at this. He said smoking is bad for you. We know that. Mattios. And then the typical cave beasts. We're no cave beasts. We're no cave beasts. What are you talking about? Mattios. Do you see what I'm posting up there? You see what he's saying? He was born from Ethiopia. You could tell he's one of the high yellow bred Ethiopian Habesha. He thinks he's more better than everybody else. Okay? Because he looked like a girl from a distance.
I've fucked more women than he has probably in 3 of his lifetimes.
Yeah, he'll probably never get a girl. He can't. His penis is too small. I did some statistical reports. I spoke to Ethiopian women, and I make recordings, and I make my own little strap-on porn and shit in fetish ways. Those women over there do not desire Ethiopian men, and they told me the main reason why is because their penises are smaller. They like
in America.
The Ethiopian women said this to me. They do not desire Ethiopian men. They said it to me.
See, in America, men who smoke are called bad boys. All right, and I attract all the toxic women who just want to fuck. That's it.
Mm-hmm.
So,
yep.
Learn from me, guy in the comment section.
Yeah, you should start your own videos. You know, I know you'll get more attention than I will. I don't want the attention though. I try to ward people off. I know you'll get a lot of views. You could just record your bike and talk the shit that you talk, right? And you get a lot of views.
Yeah, I'd probably like start like a bike channel and just like work on my bike and talk about shit.
Yeah, and I'll join. Just make sure you send me the link so I can join. Okay. You can talk about all sorts of things. Talk about all sorts of things. You look like Jack Black. You look like son of Jack Black.
Yeah.
Yeah, but the camera is kind of slightly distorted. You know how the camera is slightly distorted, and you don't look like the person you are. He actually looks like Jack Black in the flesh. Okay. The camera can deceive you. Trust me. In person, I don't know what the hell is up with his cameras. I look different in the camera. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, I don't look like this.
Yeah. I mean, like, I know what you look like. So, like, I can see like who you are. So, like, but yeah, it is kind of distorted.
Yeah, it's kind of weird, right? But let me get on out of here. I got to take my wife to work now. Here, I'm glad you popped up here, Lives Deep, and I'm gonna post your Cash App on there. Everybody needs things. Okay, and of course, thank you very much. I love you all, but I hate the many of you. Okay, and I love animals more than human beings, but I don't fuck the animals. Go ahead.
I love you, guy in the comment section.
All right, man.
If the coronavirus,
I'll talk to you later, man.
No, wait. If the coronavirus doesn't take you out, can I?
Go ahead.
If the coronavirus doesn't take you out, can I?
If the coronavirus doesn't take you out, then what?
If the coronavirus doesn't take you out, can I?
What do you mean by that, man?
No, I'm talking to the guy in the comment section.
No, he's gonna take you out, all right. He's gonna take you for a shitty ride.
All right. You have a good day.
All right, man. I'll talk to you later.
Peace out.
Peace.